Welcome back, everybody, to The Buzz for this Friday, August 22nd. We've got a very special guest today. I've retitled this The Buzz with Ryan Peterson and Metroland's Aaron Harks sometimes. So today, we welcome our good friend, meteorologist, Matt Mackey.
Hello.
Oh my God, I hit the wrong button. There we go. There's the right one.
I wish I was in Spinal.
I don't want to jump ahead. That's a big stuff for the calendar come up.
Consider that a sneak peek of what's to come.
How are you, my man?
I'm doing good. Friday, I'm pumped for the weekend. Saturday especially looks great. There's a lot going on.
All right.
A lot buzzing, as you say. They got Travers up at Saratoga.
It is. It's a big weekend.
The weather looks good
weekend
for Saturday, and that makes my job easier. People tend
It does.
go a little bit easier on me when the weather pans out like that.
When they see you down on the street, they want to high five you.
They do. I try to stay off the street when it's snowy because people tend to be a little less kind when we're in our 10th snowstorm of March or April. Tends to wear on people then. But no, I'm getting ahead of myself. It's summer. What's buzzing? What's going on?
Speaking of summer, how has your summer been? You've been able to get out and enjoy?
Yeah. We went camping up in the Adirondacks one weekend. That was great. We were
Fantastic.
up on Woods Lake, Hamilton County. It was nice. The weather's ended up being picture perfect. Back in the day when I was working weekends, I was off on Monday and Tuesday, and so often it'd be nice on a Saturday and Sunday, and then I'd be off on Monday, Tuesday, and it'd be raining and windy and sideways and everything. I've had pretty good luck in kind of keeping that stretch going. I feel like since I've moved to weekdays a year and a half ago, more often than not, the weekends have been good, conductive for getting outside. How about you? 4th was big?
Yeah, 4th was nice. Had the family over for a picnic and barbecue. We were able to get to the Cape for a week last month. We've gone down to the city for a long weekend and enjoyed the Mets game. That was actually last weekend.
Is that the story of the bobblehead? Someone got a bobblehead out of it, right?
Our good friend, fellow meteorologist, Kevin Appleby, because he's the big Mets fan. Now, my daughter Liv has become the Mets fan, which is why I took her down to the game. But it was Juan Soto bobblehead day.
There you go. Now,
so I don't need a Juan Soto bobblehead.
You're a Red Sox fan.
So I brought it in for Mr. Appleby. I think he appreciated it.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
So you're an outdoors guy.
I think so.
You've been around the country. You were before you came to Albany. Was it Georgia before Albany?
Macon, Georgia.
Right.
Yeah.
So tell me you appreciate the weather up here a little bit better, right? Because I know you're not a super hot weather guy.
100%. Well, I grew up in D.C., kind of in the middle. We got a month or two where it was like you were down in the south, and then maybe we got a month or so where it was actual winter. Having gone to college in Florida, having lived and worked in Georgia for a couple of years, I am very, very thrilled to be in the Northeast. I love snow. There's something magical about being able to bank on it every year. Because in D.C., we average 15, 20 inches a year,
right.
I believe. But there's some years where you really don't get it. You might get there was one year where it was an inch in November. And we were thinking okay, this is a decent start. And there was nothing the rest of the winter. I'm not saying I love shoveling every day, but it's nice to be able to be there is going to be snow. And it's nice to be able to go outside during the summer, I remember end of May through even Halloween sometimes down south. It was just super, super hot. The humidity too, that's what gets you. I was in Macon, which is a lovely city. There's a lot of cool stuff there. The Allman Brothers are from there. Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
My first apartment was next to the mansion where they took their first album cover picture. If you go look, their debut album.
How about that?
I live next to that. But it's not like it was the beach or anything.
Right.
It wasn't by the coast. You didn't get that nice breeze or anything like that. It was in there. It was hot.
Slightly oppressive.
There's heat and humidity here for a day at a time. It's bearable. I love it.
All right, listen, we know it's Travers weekend.
Yes, sir.
Huge weekend for the horse racing fans, but there's so much other stuff happening. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we've got that Metroland weekend calendar coming your way, so stay tuned. We'll see you right back here on The Buzz. Welcome back to The Buzz. Ryan Peterson, meteorologist Matt Mackey here with you. Time for that Metroland weekend calendar.
Yes.
Now, as we said earlier, it is Travers weekend. 156th running of the Travers, I believe. Tomorrow up at the Saratoga Racecourse. But tonight, now we've got 3 big events here in the Capital Region if you like film and you like music. Up first, now this has been happening over in Schenectady for the past 3 weeks at Music Haven in Central Park, an alfresco film series. Now it started with the Aretha Franklin biopic Respect, which we talked about last week. Tonight, this is Spinal Tap. You a Spinal Tap fan? This is a hilarious film.
Big Spinal Tap fan. My dad showed it to me. Obviously, it's like slightly behind or before my time, but there's so many great quotes. It goes to 11. What's the difference? It goes to 11, you know? Why not just make it 10? It's a hilarious movie. I love the revolving door of drummers that they deal with. One of them spontaneously combusts. I don't want to spoil it for you, but it's just so great. And if you've never seen it, it's definitely worth going to see. And if you have seen it, I mean, it's a cult classic for a reason, right? Chances are you're going to want to go see it.
Oh, for sure. And seeing it outside at Music Haven in Central Park is going to be wonderful. Now, when they did Respect last week, I know they had some pre-show stuff. Aretha Franklin, they had a pink Cadillac out front there in the park as well. What they exactly have planned for Spinal Tap tonight, I don't know. But if you're going, enjoy.
Nigel St. Hubbins? Nigel St. Hubbard?
There's a lot of funky names. I believe so, yeah.
Great movie.
So also tonight, if you love the music and you're of a certain generation, Frankie Valli, believe it or not, is still at it.
Wow.
And the Four Seasons are at Proctor's tonight with special guest, the Rascals. How about that?
Frankie Valli.
80-something years old?
I was going to say, he's
almost
up
90.
there.
He's got it.
I would have guessed 90s if we were playing Celebrity Birthday, but power to him. I mean, if you love what you do and you can keep doing it at that level and you can keep touring and you can get into a cool spot like Proctor's, go at it, Frankie.
Talk about Frankie Valli. I want to double check his age here just to make sure as I pull up on the computer here. Oh my gosh, he's 91, Mac.
I was going to say, he's in his 90s. He's Frankie Valli. He's been around the block a time or two, or three, or four.
He is 91 years old, out there with the Four Seasons, still blowing with the Rascals. Tonight at Proctor's. So check it out if you're on your way.
I love you, baby. And that's him, right?
Yes.
And if it's quite on. Okay.
Yes, I think so. Right? Are we wrong? I don't know. Somebody will email us if we are. I think you're right.
And I'm sorry for subjecting you to the musical stylings.
Also tonight, if you're heading to SPAC to see John Batiste, wonderful musician, Grammy Award-winning musician, most recently known probably as the band leader for Stephen Colbert's Late Show. He has left that role, as I understand. But this has also been, up at SPAC this month, a residency for the Philadelphia Orchestra. And I believe he'll be performing with them in some capacity as well tonight.
I love John Batiste. Stay Human, I think, is his band. Does such a great job. I loved him on Colbert. The folks that got replacing him also do a spectacular job as well. SPAC's kind of like the big concert venue around here, right? What are your thoughts on SPAC? You've been up here a while. You like SPAC?
I like SPAC.
Okay.
I don't particularly enjoy SPAC's lawn because it's a hill.
See, that's the thing.
I was spoiled with growing up with Tanglewood in my backyard over in Berkshire County in Lenox. I grew up in Pittsfield. The lawn at Tanglewood is gorgeous. You go to see a show at Tanglewood, you got to sit on the lawn. At SPAC, I much prefer to, you're spending more, but I got to sit inside.
I always tend to go on a bit of a budget, try to be conscious of that. So everywhere I've ever gone, I've sat on the lawn. Meriwether Post, back down to the D.C. area. I saw a show in Atlanta, sat on the lawn. I've always loved it. At SPAC, though, you sit on the lawn, and they have the auditorium above you. And it kind of cut into the view for me in the hill, like you said.
And they're making you buy chairs now. They're making you, well, not buy a chair, rent a chair. You cannot bring a chair to SPAC anymore. Ooh. You have to rent chairs from them.
I don't know about that. Look, I would give it another shot, and I would go and sit in the auditorium, because like the walk in, beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. In Saratoga Springs, great location, close, easily accessible. Lawn didn't do it for me, but I'd give it another try with the seats.
And sticking with SPAC, tomorrow night, because as I mentioned, the Philadelphia Orchestra in residence, they will be playing the score to Back to the Future live while the movie's playing on the big screens there at SPAC. Have you ever seen a movie with the score performed live?
No, the closest I've ever done to that, one time I went to a bar where they had a Mario Kart tournament, and they had a jazz band play the songs from Mario Kart. When you got to the final lap, it would speed up. And that was great, but I've never seen like a movie like that scored live. But based on my limited experience, it sounds super cool.
Yeah, and speaking of Tanglewood, they used to do John Williams Film Night that I believe they still do.
Okay.
And John Williams, who was the longtime conductor of the Boston Pops as well, would come back and conduct all his famous film scores for movies while they were playing scenes on the screen, and it was phenomenal. And finally tonight, actually this afternoon, I should have put these in a different order, but Saturday afternoon in Albany, Art for All at the Albany Institute of History and Art, you get to make your version of the mascot from St. Rose, the mask. Right there.
Wow.
So that'd be kind of fun.
Kind of a tribute to that school,
Sure.
right?
And I love that the Institute has taken on a lot of the relics and the artifacts, so to speak, from St. Rose once the school closed, that they are now the stewards of.
That's cool. So they're keeping all the records and everything?
Absolutely.
It's an important part
Pretty
of Albany
cool,
history,
right?
you know? Like, I know so many folks that have been through St. Rose.
Yeah.
Sad to see it go, but great that in a way it kind of continues.
All right, we got to take a quick break here on The Buzz, but coming up next, we're going to take a look at what's happening next weekend. Stay right there. Welcome back to The Buzz. I love that animation. Isn't that fun?
Oh, it's nice.
Little
Half
Buzz and
of
Bees.
local news weather is
The Bees
puns.
Rockstar.
And then you do that, and the bee. It's very close to my heart. I love it. I
Ryan
appreciate it.
Peterson here, meteorologist Matt Mackey on The Buzz this week. All right. We just went through our Metroland weekend calendar, what to expect tonight and tomorrow. Looking ahead now to what will be the last weekend in the month of August.
Hey, it ain't so. It's
How
going
about
quick.
that?
Yeah.
All right. Up first on Friday night, August 29th. Let me make sure I'm hitting the right button here. It's the finale of the Alfresco film series over in Schenectady Central Park at Music Haven with a Wicked sing-along.
Ooh.
Did you see Wicked?
I did see Wicked, and let me tell you a little something, Ryan Peterson. I do not like musicals.
No, I
don't.
knew that about
I
you.
say this
Yeah.
all the time. I don't like musicals. The first exception that I've ever had to that was Hamilton. I saw it when it came out on Disney Plus. The second, and to date only other exception, has been Wicked. The thing about musicals for me is like they take what could be like 10 seconds of dialogue and turn it into like a 3-minute song. And the music's great, the choreography's great. It just makes the plot drag for me, you know? I'm like, get to the point. With Wicked, it didn't feel like that. Every song was just a delight. And the folks they had do the movie, spectacular. I mean, the cast is out of this world. They hit When You Move to the Western Sky.
Yeah, Ariana Grande, Cynthia Erivo, I mean, both just powerhouse voices. And I thought the palette, if you will, of the film, the color, it was beautifully shot.
Did a great job.
As well. Beautiful, beautiful film. So check that out. Outside Music Haven, Friday night, August 29th. On Saturday the 30th, this is a big one. Now, I have never seen this in person. The Capital District Scottish Games out at the Altamont Fairgrounds. And I love this picture here, the caber toss.
Oh, what's this guy doing?
Where these guys are basically launching and they throw it and it flips end over end.
What is it?
It's a giant log. It's not as big as a utility pole.
Okay.
But that's what it looks like.
I'm looking off to the side to get a better view.
Yeah.
That's a log. And that's got to be like 10 feet tall. That's a large man.
And they flip them, and then they throw what resembles like a kettlebell. But
Yeah.
of course, there's dancing and there's music. There's all kinds of stuff.
That's super cool. And I got to ask, like, you know how sometimes like you go to SeaWorld, you see the orcas doing their thing. Like, if you sit close, there's the splash zone. Is there a danger zone where you're sitting close to this? Like, watch out for what you call it, a kyber?
A caber. No. What now?
To the people of Scotland,
Yes,
we apologize.
We do apologize. Oh, now I'm hitting the wrong button. My gosh. Caber. The caber toss.
Caber toss. Okay, just look out.
No, but everybody that's been says it's phenomenal. I got to make it there one of these years.
100%. Have you tried haggis?
I have not tried haggis, no.
For whatever reason, growing up, people are like, "Oh my gosh, haggis!" Because it's like a sausage ground meat in like a sheep stomach.
Yeah, all shit. Sheep stomach
It's
casing.
It's
Sure.
just a sausage.
All right.
It's fine. It's kind
I
of
like
a
sausage.
bigger, grainier sausage. And
I like sausage.
It's fine. I appreciate Scotland.
We do. All right. Hey, Saturday night, musically inclined. My friends over in Berkshire County at Tango, and none other than Leonard Skinnerd.
Whoa.
Play some Skinnerd, man.
How about that?
They're still, and I neglected to look this up, but how many original members are still left?
Because
So let's take a look here. But yeah, that I found Tanglewood an interesting venue for Leonard Skinner to be playing.
It seems not that Leonard Skinner isn't highbrow, but like when I hear Tanglewood, I hear like ballet, like symphony orchestra.
Right. Well, they do a popular artist series.
Okay,
but
cool.
Every summer with
And
a bunch
Leonard
of
Skinner
bands.
is popular.
Oh, absolutely are.
Popular.
So who is still playing well? Okay, well Johnny Van Zandt.
Okay.
He's the younger brother of Ronnie. Ronnie was the original vocalist
And
for Leonard Skinner. So they got a bunch of the...
a lot of the original members of Leonard Skinner, it was a plane crash, right? Like way back in the day?
I believe so. Hold on.
Sure.
I'm looking at it right now.
Of course. Not to be a downer. I was just
Oh, no,
curious.
not at all. Yes, plane crash in 1997.
Yeah.
Following a performance down in Greenville, South Carolina. Yeah.
I believe they were named after their high school gym teacher in Jacksonville, Florida, who was like Leonard Skinner. Kind of.
Yeah,
That's a fun fact.
Ronnie Van Zant was killed along with Steve Gaines and backup singer, or road manager, a bunch of people. Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Very
But
much so. But they're still going as a group.
as a group right
They're
now,
gonna be
they
at
will be at Tanglewood
How about
on
that?
Saturday, August 30th, to round out your summer. All right, my favorite part of the show coming up next. It'll be Matt's first time doing it with us. We're going to take a look at this day in pop culture history.
Ooh, that sounds like a hoop.
Are watching The Buzz. Welcome back to The Buzz. This day in pop culture history, Friday, August 22nd. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever
I'm
be.
giving
Let's hit it.
you the list there in front of you. Movie premieres on this day in 1997. G.I. Jane.
G.I. Jane.
Yeah. Demi Moore, famously shaving the head
How about that?
and trying to become a Navy SEAL. It's a good movie. Have you seen it?
I have not.
Matt,
Sorry.
that's your homework this weekend.
G.I.
If you have time, watch G.I. Jane. It's a good one. Viggo Mortensen as well is in that. He plays the hard as nails instructor there at Navy SEAL School, but a fun one. On this day in 2006, I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer.
Have you seen that one?
That one I haven't. That was a straight-to-video number.
Understood.
The third in this series. So they did, I Know What You Did Last Summer. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer was a sequel. And then I'll Always Know was a direct-to-video repeat. They
like
are
they're
kind of
milking it a little bit.
rebooting it. I think
Okay.
is it in theaters now? With the original name, I Know What You Did Last Summer, and Freddie Prinze Jr. and oh my gosh, what's her name? Who co-starred in it with him in the original? Are back, but it's kind of a retake on the whole thing. As you know, you've talked about this too. You say Hollywood's running out of original ideas.
I just love more original content, Like, there's some things that, make a sequel, make a threequel, make a prequel, but when, like, every big release that's, like, taking top spot is a rehash or a repeat or a reboot, it's kind of exhausting. So, I would love more original content, but I get it, you got to take a chance on some new original content. The reboots of things that were insanely popular, they're kind of guaranteed to get at least a little
Built-in audience, right?
Built-in audience, a little return. So I get it. I'm not in film, but I get it.
And on this day in 2008, Death Race, which was kind of a remake of a 70s film.
Okay.
Dystopian land, guys kind of racing for their life, essentially.
Were we talking about Blade Runner type of thing, or
In a way.
like that vibe?
And now, see, I look at all these things earlier, and then I forget who started it. Jason Statham was in Death Race in 2008. And you might say, I like Jason Statham, but, probably could have done without Death Race. Don't shoot me if you're fans of Death Race out there. TV series debuts. In 1993, Living Single, August 22nd. That was a Queen Latifah show.
Was it really?
On for a bunch of years on
That's
Fox.
cool.
Yeah. And BoJack Horseman in 2014. Now, Will Arnett, great voice cast, bunch of people. I have yet to watch an episode of that on Netflix, but I know I've been told how hilarious it is.
Oh, it's a hoot. I mean, I don't want to say it's like a dark comedy, but it's kind of introspective. Sometimes it's a bit of a downer, but like in a funny way. I remember when it first
An animation,
came
but
out.
not for the kids, right? From what I understand, it's an adult animated show.
No. My buddy in college, it was our freshman year of college. His name's Jack. He's actually from Guilderland. And we went to college, we studied abroad together, Florida, and all that jazz. He showed it to me right when it first came out, and the first episode I was like, I don't know about this, but it has almost like a hypnotic quality, like it kind of draws you in a little bit. So give BoJack a chance. I think it's Netflix.
See, South Park came out when I was in college.
There you go.
That, I haven't watched any of the new ones in a long time, but that still remains one of my favorites.
Never got into South Park because there's a character, Mr. Mackey.
Yes, there is, man.
Right?
And
like it was reasonably popular when I was a kid. Everyone would come up and be like,
hey. I got you.
It bugged me so much. I never wanted to watch it. So that's my connection or lack thereof.
Oh, it's funny. I forgot about Mr. Mackey. Born on this day. We play celebrity birthdays on the morning broadcast. Ty Burrell.
Okay.
Modern Family, yes. Funny Dad from Modern Family.
Great TV dad. I would say after Modern Family, one of the greatest TV dads of all time. Spectacular.
But did you know, and a lot of people don't know, he's been around for a long time.
Yeah.
He's also quite the dramatic actor. He had a great role in Black Hawk Down.
Really?
He played an Army Ranger.
I did not realize that.
Yeah. Go back and rewatch that.
Well, that's kind of cool that the fun dad kind of cast at the end, so he didn't get like typecast into a role.
Exactly.
Like that. That's neat when you're able to have that level of variety.
And also, speaking of funny people, Kristen Wiig, Saturday Night Live fame, Bridesmaids.
Oh, yeah.
Hilarious lady, born on this day in 1973. And also sticking with the funny, James Corden, former late night host, actor, great singer too. Started that whole carpool karaoke thing.
What do you mean, former late night host? Who's late night?
Yeah, right? He doesn't have it anymore.
What? Since when?
Yeah. Oh, it's going on a couple years now.
Okay, you can tell that I don't watch late night just because of our schedules, you know.
Yeah. And he was the late one. He was like the 12:30 one, right?
Yeah. No. We're contacted.
But he left the late night show a while back. Born on this day in 1978. And what I love, including some big ones here, 1902, the Cadillac Motor Car Company was created.
No way.
Yeah.
It goes back to 02. That seems kind of early.
Henry Ford left his own company, got together with some partners, created Cadillac. Cadillac eventually getting scooped up by General Motors. But what I loved here is who it's named after. I'm not even going to attempt this. Some French explorer.
Antoine Laumet de la Mothe, Sieur de Cadillac.
Right, who is also credited with founding the city of Detroit, apparently.
Oh, that's a fun connection, Motor City.
So that makes sense. Who knew?
Very cool.
How about that?
And then they painted one pink, and then Bruce Springsteen sang about it. Great.
And they all sang about it. Yeah, now all the Mary Kay people get one, right? As a reward for however many sales.
I'd say it with disdain. It's a cool car.
It's
disdain.
No,
You never see a car
no
going by.
disdain there.
They probably got some good makeup in it,
It's a
too.
Mary Kay car. All right, that does it for the Buzz this week. Hey, Matt.
Yes, sir.
Thanks so much for sitting in this week.
Thank you for having me.
We appreciate it. Be sure to come back next week when we round out the month of August. You've been watching The Buzz.